Hey, hi there! Welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm Karen, but as you can probably see from my channel, I like to go by K-Madura for my art. I've been working as a 2D artist for a service production company for a while, but now I'm working freelance in the same field. However, I thought it was time to get back to my own art and decided that creating this channel would be a fun way to do that. So for my first video, I decided to start drawing something simple in concept and design. This helped because I'm not used to recording myself drawing and people seeing my process, so I was nervous starting this whole thing. Going simple for now made it easier just to kind of get in the whole process and just relax. Now here, normally I would have drawn the final line art in a new layer on top of the sketch, just like everyone else does, but I didn't. I guess I was fine with how the placement of line art was and just went for cleaning instead of redrawing. I was going back and forth on how to draw the hair. Simple lines with color defining the detail, or go with more detailed line art. I decided to go with the line art because that's more me. That's what I tend to draw naturally, and I like my contour lines. It's a constant battle of line versus color in my head. I just need to embrace that I'm just more of a line art person and not be easily influenced by artists I like who are more color over lines. Another mini dilemma here, how to draw the cast shadow from her nose. I really went, I don't know there with the erasing, but I figured it out. I was able to move on to working on the face shadows, establishing the soft and hard edges, where everything was, and create some reflective light. Now, the concept, a lot of people tend to default to drawing cute girls or draw only cute girls. I tend to do that too, so I'm not trying to insult anyone here, but to point out this habit, behind her it's going to say generic drawing of a girl. But I also wanted to go more tongue-in-cheek with this, so it didn't come off as wanting to insult others. So with her looking to the side with a smile like that, it's almost like she's going, yeah, so what about it? I'm just saying that if you want to draw cute girls, go ahead and do that. If you're bothered by the fact that you draw the same thing a lot, go ahead and break that habit. Just whatever. Okay, I'm going to be having that whatever attitude a lot when it comes to drawing, so just a heads up there for the future. But overall, I'm not trying to be insulting with this drawing, I'm just pointing out a common habit that a lot of artists and I tend to have. So this idea came to me when I was just waking up one morning, so I was scrambling in bed to find my phone so I could sketch it and put down the colors real quick before I lost the image in my head. You might have seen a bit of the original sketch in the beginning of the video, but here it is. Like I said, I was just waking up when I drew this, so excuse the misspelling. But this is definitely why you should keep an art program on your phone or tablet, or even if you're a traditional artist, do that. Or just keep a sketchbook by your bed, just so you can get those fleeting ideas down before you lose them. Whenever I was working on the face in this drawing, something came to mind that I've been kind of wanting to make a small statement about. Sometimes I see artists say things like, sorry for not getting the eyes even, or it's so hard to draw the face symmetrical. To those that have these worries when drawing a face, I just want to say, you know what? Most people's faces aren't symmetrical. My face isn't symmetrical. Unless your character is a mass-produced robot that you're using to make a statement on the unrealistic standards of beauty in society, don't worry too much about getting a face fully symmetrical. It can even add some interesting character to your character. There's a bit here on coloring the lips that I didn't end up recording. It was pretty stupid. I have multiple monitors, and somehow my recording program ended up recording the wrong screen. I don't know how that happened, but luckily I was able to catch up before drawing for too long. Still annoying to miss recording some parts of my drawing when trying to put a video together. Here we are, again having a mini internal debate on how to color the hair. I relied on lines for some depth, but I still wasn't sure how to go about coloring it. I really didn't want to go over detailed in the comparison to the rest of the drawing. Like I said, I was going for something simple in design, but I also didn't want to make it uninteresting with too little coloring. Ultimately though, if you end up having this same dilemma with coloring other parts of the body or clothes, base it on how detailed you intend to color the face and use that for your guide. I bring this up because I've been thinking about these times I've seen character drawings where the face was drawn and colored more on the simple side of things, while the body and everything else is like colored with ultra detail, and it made me laugh at how much it just all clashed with each other. Consistency is a very good thing to have. Now I'm just moving on to some detail here and there, adding darker shadows, cleanup, and using level options, fixing things up around the drawing, and so on. So here now I'm getting more to the background, figuring out what brushes to use and placement of the text. Lots of writing and rewriting. But as I went on, I was noticing how it wasn't working out to have just the text there on a solid background color. It ended up just looking too plain. So I decided to add more texture and create a cast shadow from her to make it feel like she was physically somewhere and the text was like some writing on the wall. This wasn't my original intention. I wanted it to be more graphic design and style with the text. But because of the style coloring I went with, it wasn't going to be. If I went with flat coloring and shading, it might have worked better with my original idea. But ideas can evolve and change as you work, so it's best not to get too attached to these beginning concepts. So I'm not sad that I had to change my original concept. For something extra, I went and made a white and blue gradient and used the color burn blending option. While I thought it did look cool in the background there, I felt it would just be better to have it only on the character. I feel this makes things look a little richer. So now because I went with making the background an actual wall, I had to adjust the text to fit with that as it was clashing with the character. I went through different layer blending styles just before deciding not to go with pure black and just go with the dark green. Even though I just said not to get attached, it was a bit tough to let go of the black text idea, since I had her shirt be pure black and I just wanted everything to go together. But I got over it. It worked out better this way anyhow. Working more in details around the drawing. Always gotta go back for those things. I also went back and fixed the shadow on her nose. Not much else to say on that. Finally, I thought it was finished, but the way I arranged the word drawing with the odd break there just bugged me. So I went back and fixed the word and have it break in a more natural point. And that's my drawing for my first YouTube video. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to come back when I put up more videos. Bye!